One of the most important things about the holiday season, that being Halloween, is the cereal. Because it's the only time of year every cereal maker's like, yo, let's get spooky. Let's get spooky. That's what we're doing. We're going through cereal, right? Well, maybe you'll look at their site a little bit later. All right, top picks, must-try breakfast cereals for the spooktacular 2023 fall season. I'm sure this wasn't written by AI or nothing. Child. All right, we got post-Halloween Fruity Pebbles. I don't know how this works because, again, fruity cereal is not very indicative of the Halloween. You know, can I just zoom? No, I can't. Give me a second. All right, making it bigger because I don't know how small these pictures are. All right, so, hey, you got this. Here's the problem. It still has the same fruity taste. It's Halloween, bro. Make it taste a little different. Make it a separate box, you know? Whatever. All right. Well, blueberry people, what? It's no flavor, really? All right, hold on. We'll get to that. Kellogg's Charlie Brown Great Pumpkin. We actually got a box of this. All right, we found it. It was like $3. I guess it's a cheap cereal. It's not bad. It's like vanilla flavored. It's all right. You know, it's got marshmallows in it. So, yeah, dude, Charlie Brown. They got the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown cereal. It doesn't taste like pumpkin, but it does exist. Kellogg's Fruit Loops Spooky Cereal. I don't know what's spooky about it, but it does exist. It's got a spider on it. So, you know, I haven't seen any of these come with toys. Okay? Let's see. Frosted Flakes. They went the fall route, okay? They didn't want to appeal to all the spooky people. They're just like, let's get the pumpkin spice yoga pant soccer moms, all right? This is what we got. We got your pumpkin spice. Fall is all around us. Let's get cozy kind of thing. I get that, you know. Pumpkin spice. They tried. Pumpkin Spice Cheerios. Again, they like literally photoshopped a pumpkin on there, and they're like, it's pumpkin spice, fall and such. You know, oats. You know, they're in the same boat as, I don't know, what's his name? Tony the Tiger or something? Tony, huh? Captain Crunch, Halloween Crunch. Ghost turn milk green. There's somebody who made a little effort, right? It turns your milk green. They tried. I like that. I don't know what it is about Captain Crunch. It always cuts up the roof of my mouth. I either need, a more durable upper palate? I mean, why? Turning milk green reminds me of that old Ghostbuster cereal. See, there you go. See, at least they tried. Kellogg's Spooky Rice Krispies. Oh, wow, these guys all look janked up. Look at them, dude. This guy's a little werewolf. This guy's all like, and I don't know what happened to him. But, dude, at least they made an effort, right? It's still Rice Krispie treats, but at least the box art's better than the other guy, whatever the hell his name was. Whatever. Caramella Creeper Zombie Monster Cereal. Not easy to get off the tongue. Doesn't roll off of it. You know, if you just call it Caramella Creeper Monster Cereal, that would have been fine. We don't care that it's a zombie. You know, I figured we'd find that out. She looks so smug, though. You know, she looks like an annoying TikToker, you know? That kind of thing. Like, hey, y'all, hey, everyone, I'm going to show you my new cereal, and everybody going to buy it, because blah, 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 yeah, make it like, follow, subscribe, do that. You know, that kind of thing. I don't want to be that type of person, okay? So, I can't encourage that kind of pop culture behavior. Boo Berry Monster Cereal. It's a classic. You know, it's always been around. Everyone appreciates it for the most part. As does Count Chocula. Mother. Dude, what is with all the negative space back here? They couldn't put like a little castle or something back there? Like a spooky castle? Look at how vacant that graphic is. Dude, just a little spooky castle. Something. You know? Same thing with this. Look at all that negative space. Count Chocula is like this tiny little lettering there. It's like, Count Chocula. Hey, everybody, Count Chocula. Look at Count Chocula. Maybe if you got rid of this stupid family size thing up there and all the stupid ingredients, we could actually tell what this is. Count Chocula. You just put it over the thing. You make them a little bit smaller, put them above the text, and put a castle in the background with a bunch of fluttery bats. You're already doing a CMYK print. It's not going to cost you more ink. Okay? If anything, it's going to cost you less because we're using all these combined colors to make all this brown. God, I should really be an art director. Here's the say. Okay, companies out there, if you're listening to this for some godforsaken reason, hire me. Okay? I will be an editor, artistic consultant because I have some very valid ideas between Halloween props, the vacancy of graphics on your freaking box. Who did a layout for this? What was the intern? What were they on strike? What the hell is this? I can't remember. What did Count Chocula? Hold on. Let me get my dude. Superman couldn't even read that logo. It's so small, dude. Whatever. Fine. You want to have bad, poorly designed packaging. Well, it's a good start. I'll say it's a good start. But this is like the rough draft of graphic design. Needs castles. Look. Here's the other thing. Yo, this guy's arm back here, Count Chocula's arm, his hair, everything else just melds into the background of brown. Everything just melds together. You know, fine. You want to go with your monochromatic scheme? You could do that, but you can separate textures with textures. Thank you, Earth Hippie. You could do that. Separate textures with textures so they don't all blend into each other and become this bland palette of garbage. Okay? Let's go back to here. This, look, monochromatic. You got some purples in there. The ghost stands out from the background, even though the background is very bland and boring, and the logo is boo berry. Fine. It pops a little bit because the ghost is brighter than everything else. The background's a little bit dark. You know, it makes things pop. Fine. This thing, much like Count Chocula, it kind of starts melting into the background. You could have done anything back there to make it pop out a little bit more. The only reason you actually see the face is because it pops out a little bit, because it's such a brighter color. Everything else in the background, bleh. Terrible. All right. Frankenberry just looks like Barbie has a very special brother. Way too much pink. I know it is Frankenberry, okay? But again, I don't even know where his body ends and the background begins. Stop. And I'm going to start swearing. Stop fucking up your graphic designs by being lazy. Okay? Where the hell does this guy's arm end? What? From the marshmallow? Where's the background begin? Is this his body just spilling over into the rest of the box? Is this what's going to happen to me if I eat this cereal? I can't even read the logo. So look at all this negative space. You're so worried about these look, General Mills, blah, 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 blah. Make that a little bit smaller. Family size can be a little bit bigger. You move that up a little bit there. All this garbage over here you can put on the bottom in the small indicia sort of area over there. You make Frankenberry, boom, Frankenberry. And then you put a nice little castle in the background with some lightning. They don't get paid enough to make it good. You don't even have to get paid to make it good. You know, here's what you do. You take this graphic, you run it through AI, whatever, AI art. You just say, this, castles in background. Okay? Done. And then you wonder, somebody got fucking paid for this. Okay? That's what bothers me. Somebody got paid for this. 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 So, you know what? Like, fuck you 4 times. Because they probably got paid more than I make for whatever this is. Okay? And that's what aggravates me. Is when I see artwork like this that could be so much better. But they just settled with, yeah, whatever, get it out. Dude, and honestly, if any of you out there are actual artists, this should aggravate you. You know? And honestly, if I wanted to be a schmuck, right? I should just clip everything I've said about these things, and I should forward the clip to General Mills and say, look, I am giving you legitimate critiques of your art department. Like, and, you know, legitimately bring out the fact that this is just not good art. It's not terrible, but it's not great. You're freaking General Mills. You're the largest, one of the largest cereal manufacturers on the freaking planet. You want help? You want me to donate my services so people can have a cool, spooky graphic on their cereal box? The Funko Elvira cereal had better graphics on this, on their box. I have one of those, by the way. Thank you. Bro, it really aggravates me. And this thing here is like, look, it's a monster mash. Yeah, let's take pictures we already used, maybe change them around a little bit more, and just throw them in there. Reused. This guy doesn't even have his own cereal anymore. This is probably a slight variation of that. Yeah. What they did is they moved the eyes. You see how the eyes look at you over here? They're looking over here like, oh, look, I'm paying attention to you. All right, let's see about Count Chocula. Yeah, they reversed the image and then changed his hand. That's what they did. And they moved this arm a little bit. Okay? Literally, General Mills, don't fuck with me because I know the tricks. Okay? You pricks. I know the tricks that people do to cut corners. All right? Yeah, they may not get paid enough, but that doesn't mean you got to lowball it, you know? Look at all this negative space. It's fucking embarrassing. Okay, look at this. Again, is this a pattern with General Mills? Yeah, just let's have all the characters melt into the background. Correct me if I'm wrong. Leprechauns predominantly wear green, right? This bro from Lucky Charms always wore green, correct? He didn't dress up like the fucking Joker, right? Am I wrong in this? However, look, at least there's a moon there, right? You got a little moon there. You got your Lucky Charms graphic. Big. At least it's big, right? You're separating. I know where their body ends. Isn't that nice? Okay, you got little magic things. Wow, look at that. This doesn't need to be purple if they're wearing purple. Yeah, he was green. Okay, he was green. You know what you do? You change his costume to be fucking green like everybody knows him. Instead of being some weird little vampiric ginger joker. Whatever the fuck you did here. Bro, stop doing this. They could have made him green. Give him the purple bat. Give him a purple little thing here. Give him the little purple ascot or whatever the hell he needs. And they could have kept a purple background, okay? He would have popped out more instead of blending into the background and you needing this god-awful glow around him merely because whoever put this together knew that character did not stand out from the background because he was so washed out with all the other purple that was there. Like, hey, we got to make this character pop out because I can't even see him in this. That's why that glow is there. Halloween Crunch. All right, see, this is what I mean. Character has a different color. Staying with the traditional brand characters of the color. I hate to be this person, man. I hate to be it's like I'm lecturing people about how to design a cereal box. Look at how freaking big that logo is. Bro. Halloween Crunch. That's what it says to me. Ghost turn green milk. Oh, dude. You know, that kind of thing. It's big. It's bold. It stands out. Fine. Okay. It could use a little work because this gets a little muddy over here. The bats kind of blend into it. If you're going to put bats against a very dark background and you have a moon, guess what you do with that moon? You use that as a light source to accentuate the silhouettes by giving them a partially glowy background, like Lucky over here, okay? Then it gives it more shape, more form, and they actually look more spooky, okay? This guy's kind of glowing over here. Look at that. Got a little glow there. Apply that to the fucking bats. It takes 5 minutes, if that. Less if you know what you're doing. If you just opened up Photoshop and just unpacked it and used an installer disk, you know, maybe it'll take you about 10 minutes. Because the bats get lost in that. And you want it to be spooky. This bat stands out. This one does not. You know? And not for nothing, there is another bat. I was going to say there should be at least 3 bats. This bat basically gets lost in here and it needs a little bit more highlights based on the moon. Moon is a light source. If you're going to have a light source, you use that light source as a fucking light source. Okay? Fuck, dude. This is the problem. It's like everybody grew up just doing what the computer tells them and not seeing. You have to see what elements do. Everything has a thing. Everything bounces off of each other. Every color you look at is a culmination of other colors. If you're looking at black as just black, it's not black. Black is a culmination of a bunch of colors. Work with actual fucking paints and not what the palette gives you on fucking Photoshop. Okay? God. This is why I'm not an art teacher. Even, look, to get the bats to stand out on my freaking dress, I even put like little highlights around them. This is terrible. Because to just have black against the orange didn't work. I wanted to have a little bit of highlight there. It's not great. I put this together in 5 minutes, which is probably what happened here. I shouldn't be this angry about cereal boxes. Like, what is wrong with me? Okay, good. Thank God I'm at the end of this because I feel my blood pressure raging right now. It's a hodgepodge of these weird little things that bother me when I look at graphic design. And the reason it bothers me, okay, is it bothers me because, you know, this guy back here made a choice in his quote-unquote career to go his own way, right? Not work for a company. And we do what we like and we get paid less. Though people who are just putting this crap out are probably getting paid more. And we're like, my God, why get into an art field? Whether it's graphic design, you're designing a box of cereal, okay? This is me just talking about boxes of cereal. Boxes of cereal. It's hardly considered high art. I shouldn't be sitting there going, I wonder what the artist was thinking when they put this together. No. Visually, there's a right and wrong way to do things. And there's middle ground in between that. But when it works, it works. When it doesn't, it doesn't. These do not. You know? And what's frustrating about it is kind of like, even if you're not in an artistic field, you ever walk around and you see a bunch of city workers just sitting on their ass doing nothing? But you know they're getting paid $20, $30, $40 an hour to do very little. There's the one guy in the hole and everyone's standing around him saying, yeah, what's going on down there? Oh, yeah? That one person that kind of holds the sign that tells traffic to slow down every once in a while. $20 an hour, if not more. I don't know how much a city worker gets paid now. You know, they flip the sign. Slow. Stop. Slow. Stop. Okay, for everybody out there who's busting their butt, and you see somebody who's just sitting around, and you know they're getting paid a lot of money for doing nothing, right? That's the way I feel about, you know, some of the artwork, quote unquote, that we looked at. Where it's like, you know, we're busting our butt. We are working constantly 24/7, quite to the point, literally, of crippling ourselves, okay? And then we just see, like, stuff like this where we're like, somebody got paid for this. Somebody got paid for this, you know? And you know there's stuff wrong there. You know you could do it better, but you're not in that position to be able to do it. But somebody else is, and for some reason they're getting paid for a mediocre, lackluster base amount of work being pushed out to the entire planet that's basically, like, unless they gotten paid an exposure, and even that's a lot of exposure for a cereal box. So it just boggles my mind, and it infuriates me when I see people who have employment of that nature, you know, and maybe I'm overestimating what they get paid. Maybe they got paid $15. But still, I probably would have put more time into it. Honestly, even at $15, because I care about what I do and how it gets put out there, you know? And that's the thing. That's what's infuriating about that stuff, especially artwork. You know, it's like for everybody else out there, again, not in the artistic field, when you're looking at people in high-paying jobs doing nothing, you're like, well, how did you get there? How did you do this? How did you even get this job? You're not doing anything. You know, and they'll be like, well, you know, and maybe grass is always greener kind of thing. I might be having that kind of, you know, through the looking glass experience here where I'm just like, dude, how did these people get paid for this work? Maybe they're just, whoosh, hurry up, I need this done in 5 minutes. Do it now or I'm going to get AI to do it. You know, they could be in that position. I don't know. You know, so they just push out what they can in a, you know, fast amount of time. Quick, quick, quick. You know, but it's so disappointing that everybody would, assuming that's the case, people would rush things to the point of not caring about what it looks like. And at that point, when that becomes the norm, everything is going to be very lackluster, very mediocre. And then before you know it, we're left with streaming services giving us mediocre content constantly every single day of our lives, and we're just fine with it because there's nothing else on. Why do you think so many people watch streamers? And YouTubers, Twitch streamers, TikTok, all that stuff, because normal people are delivering better content than paid writers. Meanwhile, the writers go on strike, and we need more money. For what? Because we write really important movies. Do you? It's super important. Everybody loves these things because there's nothing else on. We're going to go on strike. We need more money. Go ahead, go on strike. You're on strike for what, like 3 months? I didn't even notice. No offense. I didn't notice. And again, I say it numerous times. Good writers should be paid well above their pay grade. And bad writers should get the hell out of the system. We need better content across the board because everything's gotten too easy, too watered down, and it's become mediocre garbage just being pushed out by everybody. It's utter crap. This is why nobody has a passion for anything anymore, because nothing grabs at them anymore. It's like the Halloween props. Nothing reaches in and says, feel, Nothing says, try. It's just like, here you go. Art should not get to the point of being fast food, where you just kind of consume it and it leaves you feeling empty, But I feel like everything's music, movies, games, Again, with the exception of a couple of indies and a couple of little, things here and there that's like, wow, that was actually good, Generally, most people are very blasé about the content they consume, Mentally stimulating, please, yes. That's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of movies I watch, God, I used to walk away from movies being like, wow. Now I walk away from movies going, meh. I'm very unmoved, And we've talked about this before, and for those who've been here, a while. One of my pet peeves about movies and media and content is the worst thing any piece of art, music, film, game can do is leave you in a neutral state of mind where you walk away from it and you're just like, eh. Well, what'd you think of it? Eh. Well, was it good? It was all right. Well, was it bad? Not really. You're just like, you feel nothing, right? And when art gets to the point of almost being a sedative medicinal, where you just watch it and you feel nothing, that's bad. That's bad, And I would kind of wish art and everything, media in general, would take more chances and really try to reach into their audience's minds and hearts and just shake it up a bit. Shake it. Just say, feel. This is what we want. And honestly, even if it's bad, even if it makes you angry, I would rather walk away from a movie feeling pissed off than feel nothing. Because at least it moved me in a certain way. Like those cereal boxes. They were so terrible, it pissed me off. Right? But something like, let's go back. Frosted Flakes. This moves me in no way, shape, or form. It's fall. It has leaves. The design is okay. It's not bad. It's not great. The tiger's not pissing me off. It's not making me happy. This is like the lithium of cereal boxes. I'm just there. At least the cereal boxes I was complaining about, right? At least there was an element of like, this is wrong. You can make this better. And that sparked something. And I'm fine with that. I would rather have something be bad and, tick me off to the point of I want things to be better than it just be so mediocre that I don't care if it exists or if it disappears. It's here. It's not here. I don't care. That's sad. It's like artwork. Do you care if it's here? Yeah. Here? Huh? Huh? Yeah. So it's just I would rather be angry or happy. I don't want to be neutral. If you're neutral, then you're not feeling anything. And if any of you've been out on like medicinals for either anxiety or stress or something like that, there are certain ones out there that just make you not feel anything. And you go throughout your day like a zombie. You're not happy. You're not sad. You're not feeling. That's scary. Because if you're not feeling in life, what's the point? You know? So, again, we got to just get art to the point of just, please, just wake people up and just snap them out of their, kind of thing. So, I don't know. Whatever. Maybe people should just have more passion, I guess. The worst thing a movie can be is boring. Even a bad movie is still fun to watch in the right mood. Especially if it knows it's bad, like Velocipaster. That's also the thing, is like, a bad movie can be good, And a good movie is, of course, good. But just a movie across the board? God. Here's the thing. I would rather watch Birdemic than Black Adam. Okay? If you've never seen Birdemic, it is terrible. It is an awful film. One of the worst films probably ever made. And we're talking about like Ed Wood standards. Okay? Birdemic. If you've never seen it, watch it with riff tracks because it's a must. Okay? But it's like Tommy Wiseau's The Room. Oh, hi, Mark. That kind of thing. But Black Adam, I watched 2 hours of just... It was like a flatline pulse. I was waiting for a heartbeat. It just never happened, But at least with Birdemic, I'm like, oh, here come the birds. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, dude, solar panels. Oh, God, dude, it's just that guy in the forest. Oh, it's so bad you cringe, but it makes you feel. So, for all the money that was poured into Black Adam, I put more value on Birdemic than I do Black Adam. Because at least Birdemic made me laugh, made me cringe, made me say, what the hell is happening here? Made me say, who is this sound guy working on this? Why can't this guy pronounce solar panels? What the hell's what is this? That kind of thing. Black Adam, I'm just like, oh, it's over? Oh, okay. Well, right, that was a film. Sharknado trumps the Flash. Dude, even Sharknado, bro. Dude, that's a good example, Sharknado knew it was bombastic crap, and people were like, let's go, I was fine with it, Well, I watched The Flash, and The Flash wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. It was there. It was a little bit better than most of the DC superhero movies, and I don't like Ezra Miller, okay? It was like, all right, we're doing all right. There was a little defibrillation, blub, blub, blub. But all in all, it was very middle of the road, Yeah, but, I'm sorry I went on a tirade there. It's just, I do want art to be better, And, for us in our stage, it's like, it's difficult for us to constantly animate stuff and continue to cripple ourselves. So it's like being able to come out here, not worrying about the fucking terms of service of language and blah, 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 and all this other crap that every platform has. Fine. You know what? This doesn't get monetized or whatever. It's not a big investment. Not worried about it. So if I throw this up on YouTube and they're like, dude, you said the F word so many times, demonetized. I don't care. Whatever. I did it in real time. It works. I definitely got my point across. And we didn't have to sit for 2 weeks. Imagine if the cereal box thing was a Foamy rant. You know how long that would take to animate? We'd be dead. Okay? So, I don't know. Get a Foamy Vtuber or something. Somebody go make that and send it to me. Make it a Christmas gift. VRM. Like, I don't have time for that. I literally don't have time for that. Like, we've crippled ourselves to the point of this is it. We were going to play games today. I literally had one booted up in the background. I just never got to it. Oh, God, the cereal box has distracted me. Shit. People are going to watch the clips, and they're gonna see the icon of me here. And they're going to be like, one, you don't sound how you look. And I'm going to be like, way to typecast. And then they're going to be like, dude, you were just ranting about cereal box art. And I'm going to be like, yes! Because it's important. But there we go. At least we got some good clips out of this, so that's nice. And thanks for putting up with that.